You're in store for a neat summer treat, a lovely cold meal, and I'd like to begin by showing you a cluster of vegetables from tomatoes to pepper, onion, and cucumber. They are all going to be chopped up into a lovely cold summer soup, and it's called Gazpacho. It's a Spanish soup only to be eaten cold. And something that I'm adding in to complement the soup is a lovely cheddar cheese biscuit that you'll see how easy this is to put together in a matter of 8 to 10 minutes. The main dish is a mock lobster salad, and you have a choice of pollock, cod, haddock. I chose haddock today, and this particular dish has a beautiful array of veggies to complement the plate, and the mock lobster salad is on a bed of lettuce. And seeing that this is such a nice light meal, we're topping it off with a lattice pie. And this particular lattice pie is strawberry rhubarb. I will be demonstrating the lattice work on an apple pie. I'm just waiting for my cousin Charlotte, who, speaking of,
Hi, Gloria.
This is a cousin, joined me on the last show, and she did a lovely brisket in a barbecue sauce, and she's back by popular demand. I was telling the folks about our menu today, and it was your suggestion that we start out with the fish first. So I'm here to help you with the mock lobster salad. Go to it.
Okay. First thing, a pot of water. I usually use it cold. And just put in onions and celery. Into the pot. And then lay the fish in because you're going to poach the fish. So just lay it down in the pot. And I usually start with cold water. I know that this water is a little warm now, but it takes about, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes. Bring it to a boil. Let it go for 5 to 10 minutes to poach the fish.
Okay. And what are the ingredients for this mock lobster salad?
Well, you have chili sauce, sour cream, a little bit of mayonnaise, chopped celery, and white horseradish.
Okay.
So once the fish is cooked, is poached, let it cool. You take it out with a slotted spoon, let it cool, and then what we're going to do is flake the fish. And don't break it into too small pieces because when you mix it, it will break down again. Once the fish is cooled and flaked, and you use any kind of a white fish is perfect for this. Put this in the bowl.
I was telling them I bought haddock this time and had it filleted.
That's usually what I do use.
Right.
Then you're going to add sour cream, some mayonnaise, the chili sauce,
It looks so easy.
white horseradish, and the chopped celery. That's all there is to it. And you just mix it around.
How many do you think that feeds?
Well, it depends.
Yeah, I
If you
know.
have a husband like I do that loves fish, I would say this could probably serve a lunch, would be about 6 to 8 people. If you're having it for a main course for supper, maybe 4 people.
Okay. Now, what I did in preparation for this is I put some lettuce leaves with some veggies, and then I thought, it's up to you. You can either use a nice big spoon, or I found with things like this that I enjoy using an ice cream scoop. So you can try both. And it really that's okay, you can put another one in the middle too. But it just makes for a beautiful lunch, or it could be a dinner, but it needs to be part of the main meal.
And it also tastes better if you leave it in the refrigerator and let it get cold.
Oh, that looks great. And here's one right here. That worked up so easily. And there's another one right here. Good, and we can save the rest. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. And we look forward to trying this at the end of the show, so we'll do our experimenting at the table. Here you have the Mock Lobster Salad.
Enjoy.
To complement the meal, we need something to bite into. So I'm making a cheddar cheese biscuit. You take biscuit mix, 2 cups. Then add about 2/3 a cup of milk. Make sure to distribute it evenly too, it makes it easier. And then cheddar cheese, either regular or no fat, depending upon your diet. And it's good to mix it vigorously for 30 seconds. And if you want, you can do it with a beater. But I find that by hand, I am able to mix it in fairly easily within 30 seconds. And you get a nice texture. Take and use a soup spoon. Pretty easy to mix it by hand. You can choose to do it with a hand mixer, but as long as you get it all together within 30 seconds. I think I've done it closer to a minute. But there you have it, great texture. Take a soup spoon and make heaping pieces, and I'm only going to drop a few just to show you the sample of size, and then I will show you the results thereof. There you have it. Okay? So this is how you would place it. You can put it on a sheet with parchment paper, or you can spray it with Pam, whichever you choose. I find this is the easier way for me. And this is how they will come out. And they almost look like a macaroon, but they are great, lightly browned on the bottom with the parchment paper, and they have a lovely texture inside. When it comes out of the oven, take and mix a few tablespoons of butter with a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, or a little more if you like garlic powder, as I do, and just wash them lightly with the melted butter. And if you decide that you have too many biscuits on hand and you want to freeze them, do so, and when you take them out of the freezer to reheat, make sure you do another glaze of butter and garlic. And there you have it. And now Charlotte will introduce the Gazpacho cold soup that I spoke of earlier in the show with all of these delightful vegetables. and this will add beautifully to your summer lunch or dinner.
The best thing to do is to get very, very ripe tomatoes. So where it's coming to summertime and tomatoes are available, that's the best time to get it. A trick that I've learned on peeling the tomatoes is that you cut an X at the top of the tomato, drop it into boiling water for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and when you take it out, it's very easy to peel. And be careful, it's hot when it comes out. And then you just take it. It peels very, very easily. But don't leave it in too long. You don't want cooked tomatoes.
I do have to admit, I put my tomato in for about 1 to 2 minutes, but the tomato peel actually came off, but the tomato was okay.
Okay, so once you do this, here are the peeled tomatoes. You seed them. I cut this tomato in quarters. Seed the tomato. And I try to get out. If there are seeds left in it, it's all right. But I try to get out as many as I can.
Mm-hmm. And then what do you take, about 3 cups worth?
It's 3 cups of tomatoes. I don't want to do all of them.
Oh, that's
And
good.
then, and what I like to do is chop it by hand. I know a lot of people use the food processor, but I think it gives it a better texture if it's chopped by hand. And this is how it would look. It's almost chunky. Okay?
So now, to put it all together, do you add the tomatoes first into your bowl?
I put the tomatoes in first.
Okay,
You
you have it. You like working with your hands, but every
Yes.
so often I throw in a spoon.
All right, there's
There.
3 cups of tomatoes.
Right here. There.
Then we have our cucumber, 1 medium one, chopped. And 1 small green pepper, which is about a 1/2 cup of green pepper. And I like the green because it contrasts with the tomato, the red.
I was going to ask you, because a lot of times I see the recipe and it says red pepper, but I prefer the green too. Yeah.
And then we have a finely chopped small onion, a 1/2 cup. We have a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 1 1/2 cups of tomato juice.
Here's the onion.
I already put an onion, I think. Salt and some pepper. Oh, I think I put, and the
My unfavorite.
Tabasco sauce. If you like it spicy, put in more Tabasco sauce. Less spicy, not as much.
She had to bring her own because I don't usually use it.
And
That is
then
great.
just stir it all up together. And this tastes better if it's made. You could even make it like the day before, because then all the flavors blend together. And that's it.
I have seen it grated and really pulped to a fine, mess, but I really like this much better.
I do too.
Taste the chunkiness. Then I've also seen it done in a food processor where you can take and cut large chunks of tomato, large chunks of all vegetables, and then just press just a couple of times in the food processor and you'll get the same texture. Charlotte and I tend to lean more towards the manual chopper, and I know the chopper I let her use today was my late mom's, and that is quite a few years old. It might be upwards of 50 to 70 years old, and it still works very well.
Yes.
But I look forward to trying this at the end of the show. Thank you.
Enjoy. It's wonderful on a warm summer's night.
As I said earlier, I've already made the pies, but in this case, I'm showing you a strawberry rhubarb lattice top pie that's been baked, ready to be eaten. I studied how to do a lattice top pie to make it really simple for you. This is what it hopefully will look like. And what you do, cut your strips. I made them around 1 inch wide and hopefully 10 to 12 inches long because they should lap over the pie. Take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, take 3, the outer and the middle. Put a strip down, perpendicular. Put them back down. Lift the other 2. Place another strip, perpendicular. Turn the pie around, and now pull 2. Again, another strip across, and the last strip goes with putting 3 up, and there you have a lattice top pie. So what you need to do is remember the formula. You have 5 to begin with, 3 up, down, 2 up, down, switch it, and do 2, and then 3. Always putting things down in a perpendicular manner. And then you fold the pieces. You can either fork around the edge or you can leave it so, and you're ready to bake a beautiful lattice top pie. There you have it. We thought it would be nice to show you how this meal looks at the table. So Charlotte is serving the gazpacho soup, and what I've done is I've grated up some pieces of Parmesan cheese, and that's just one way of making the soup a little bit more decorative for your guests, and it will look like so. Don't give it overkill. Just keep it simple. And if you'd like some Parmesan cheese.
No, thank you.
And then, of course, we have the Mock Lobster Salad in the bed of lettuce. And put on a biscuit. And that rounds off the plate. And then, Charlotte, if you could just show the lovely strawberry rhubarb pie. And, of course, you could add ice cream or anything else, whipped cream, to the pie. And here you have a beautiful lunch. And I'd also like to show you how I have enclosed the utensils in the napkin. And at the very end of the show, I would like to show you how to put this together very simply. So thank you for joining us.